Hi, I'm Isabel, one of the co-founders of Runway. When it comes to shepherding a build out the door, there are a lot of moving parts to stay on top of. If you're the product owner of a mobile team, one question you might ask yourself is, what's the status of the work on the release? Is everything that needs to go out with this release merged, verified by QA, and ready to go? It turns out, getting an accurate answer to that question is trickier than it seems. It requires visibility into the state of code, usually via your version control system, like GitHub, the state of product work via your team's project management platform, and precise knowledge of the progress of manual QA or regression testing. You'll also need to triage, investigate, and fix any bugs that come up, and keep all your stakeholders updated throughout the process, all while making sure the release gets across the finish line by your submission deadline. This is no easy feat. But thanks to Runway, coordinating work for a release and keeping up to date on how close you are to being able to submit has never been easier. Runway's Feature Readiness step pulls together key information from all your tools to synthesize the only true and full picture of work completeness that your team needs. Here's how it works. Runway combines data from your version control and project management platform to generate work items. These consist of commits or PRs alongside their associated issues or tickets. Any project management issues that have a feature affiliation, whether it's a label or fixed version, tying them to this specific release will be shown. Any code that exists on the release branch in the diff from the last release's tag will also be shown as a work item. If the code references a ticket identifier, either in its commit message, PR title, or branch name, the ticket will be linked to the work item as well. And if you have a build system integration connected, each work item will surface the latest CI/CD build that included the work item's code, ensuring there's no confusion as to whether or not a piece of work was included in the latest release candidate build. Feature Readiness groups work into two sections, pending and done. Work items are pending if their ticket status isn't one of your done statuses, or if its code hasn't been merged into the release branch. For example, this work item that we see on the screen has an open PR against the release branch and a ticket still in QA, so it's still pending. Work items are done when their tickets have been marked as done and any corresponding code has been successfully merged into the release branch. Handy filters can help you narrow things down to what's most relevant, like, for example, tickets assigned to you but not yet marked as done. The testing phase of any given RC build is likely to surface issues that need addressing. In Runway, we make tracking the status of issues easy with our Fixes feature. Fixes are work items that have been flagged by your team as needing addressing prior to release submission. You can add a fix to the release directly from Runway's Feature Readiness step, or right from Slack with a runway/command. These fixes can optionally include details on why the fix is needed, and we have an automation that will pull the fix's associated code into the release branch automatically. If you have a strict approval flow that determines what could make it into a release as a fix, this process can be brought into Runway as well, such that only code from approved fixes makes it into the release branch. An optional GitHub status check will block open PRs against the release branch from being merged until the associated fix in Runway is approved. Feature Readiness provides the only complete view into the status of work going into a release. You can feel confident knowing that all the necessary work made it into the build and is good to go. Thanks to Runway, tracking the status of work going into a release and keeping on top of necessary fixes as issues are raised has never been easier.